Welcome back, guys. What do you think is the number one physical sign that shows strength and power? Is it the triceps flex? Is it the crab? Maybe the lat spread? Or how about a chest flex? Could it be a foot stomp to show quads? Well, today I am here to tell you, and I've said this before, the number one sign, physical sign of strength, power, and dominance is the biceps flex. Disagree? Now just think about this. When was the last time someone came up to you, if you're in good shape, and said, man, look at your pecs, or look at your shoulders, or look at your traps? No, they come over and they say, wow, look at your arms. How do I get arms like that? Still not convinced? I just watched a clip of David Goggins finishing a 200-mile race that he used primarily his legs to complete. And what was the first thing he did when he crossed the finish line? As a show of strength and power and accomplishment, he did a double biceps flex. He didn't do a quad flex. He didn't do a foot stomp. He didn't show his leg muscles. He showed his biceps. Now you're probably asking yourself, what are some of the best biceps exercises for me to do so that I can grow my arms, have good bicep shape and size? Today, I'm going to show you 3 of my favorites that help build strength and size. Now quickly, before we get to those 3 exercises, did you get your blood work done yet? Do you know what's going on inside? You know what's going on outside because you can see it, but you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You all know that I got my blood work done with Geviti. They came to my house, took a 99 plus biomarker panel of my blood to see how we could optimize my blood the best. I told you I was surprised. I was deficient in certain areas. I was low in vitamin D. I was low in magnesium. My DHEA was nice and low. My testosterone was nice and high. My free testosterone, very, very low. I naturally produce a high level of testosterone. I measured around 1100. That's very high for my age. It's not way out of the boundaries, but it's high for my age. Why is that? Genetics, certainly, but also the fact that I've never let my testosterone get low. I have been exercising consistently with intensity since I was about 13 years old. No breaks. This is not like, oh, I took a week off here, I took a week off there to let myself rejuvenate and rest. I have been doing this consistently forever. And that's one of the reasons that I personally believe that my testosterone levels are higher. But again, my free testosterone is low. So I've got a very low amount of free testosterone and in turn, a low amount of bioavailable testosterone. The only thing I'm looking to try to fix is to optimize my health. So if I've got this blood panel that I can look at and it gives me markers and identifiers that say, hey, you have a likelihood of developing cardiovascular disease, liver disease, kidney disease, thyroid disease, I want to know. And that's one of the things that you get when you get an in-depth blood panel. At my internist, for my regular physical, I get about a 20 biomarker blood test. Geviti, 99 plus. So I learned a lot more. My doctor was all into it. He said, keep doing it. I'm going to get rechecked again at 6 months. So I've got about a month left. My energy levels are higher. They put me on a plan of vitamins. I've replenished my vitamin D. I've replenished my magnesium. I feel better. I've got more energy. My lifts are going better. And overall, I'm more productive over the course of the day. So highly recommend getting on this program. It's called Geviti. I've got it linked in the description. You get measured every 6 months. You get put on a care plan. Your choice if you want to go with vitamin level, peptide level, hormone level. I did not want anything to do with the hormones. I did not want anything to do with the peptides. I only wanted to do the vitamin level. And that's exactly what I paid for. So you've got choices. Get your blood work done, see what you need, and then make the decision where you want to go with it. If you've got low testosterone, you might want to look into testosterone replacement. I'm not big into peptides. It's not my thing. But if that's your thing, look into it. All this talk about blood work is getting me pumped up. I'm getting fired up about it, which means it is time to get to those 3 exercises that are going to build strength and size in your biceps. Let's go. All right, guys, exercise number 1, the chin up. This one might surprise you, but the chin up is one of the best ways to work your biceps if you do it right. Now, when we talk about chin ups, pull-ups, palms facing forward. Chin up, palms facing you. Now there also is a parallel grip. I like to use for biceps, chin grip followed by parallel grip. Chin grip hits the biceps absolutely head on. The parallel grip hits the biceps and the forearm. The biceps are worked more during the chin up and the parallel grip pull up, and that is why they are one of my favorite exercises to do to build biceps. If you are strong enough to effectively do chin-ups and pull-ups, I can guarantee you that you will have bigger biceps and bigger arms. Exercise number 2. I've been doing a lot of this exercise lately, and I've tweaked it quite a bit to get it where my biceps are absolutely flayed when I get done with it. This biceps curl is performed on a solid wall. You can do it on drywall. I'm doing it on cinder block. You just want to make sure that you've got a solid surface that you can lay up against. It does not require a lot of weight, but it does require a lot of concentration and mind-body connection. 3 things have to occur during this exercise to make it most effective. You've got to be up against the wall with feet about a foot away. Your upper back has to maintain contact with the wall. Your tailbone, so right here, the back part of my hips also have to maintain contact with the wall. My arms have to be at my sides. They don't have to be against the wall and curling like this. They've got to be locked in against my sides, just like this, like I've got a piece of paper that I'm going to hold on to, so that when I do perform the curl, my arm doesn't move, only bending at the elbow. So I'm going to pull my shoulder blades back against the wall. I'm going to turn my arms so that my palms are facing forward. And from this position with 0 momentum, I'm going to start by curling my wrists a tiny bit, keeping my elbows in the exact same position, and finishing the curl strong. Maintaining nice eccentric contraction on the way down. I can flex my triceps if I want, and then curl right back. Now, even doing 2 slow reps, you should feel strain and tension at the biceps and the abdominals. Now, the tendency is to want to shift forward like this. You've got to keep the upper back tight against the wall. It doesn't mean I've got to pull my shoulders way back against it, just upper back, and that'll get you a nice, strong position. Now, the good news is that this is a twofer. You can also do your hammer curl in this position as well. Same principles apply. Upper back, pelvis, abs tight, arms in position. It's a great way to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So I'm going to pull my shoulders back, feet about a foot off the wall, nice and tight. Same exact squeeze. Now I'm doing both of these at the same time. And you may ask, can I do them 1 arm at a time? Absolutely. Doing them 2 arms at a time gives both arms the same amount of rest each time. And I'm constantly moving and applying tension to my muscles. Same for the biceps curl against the wall. You can do them 1 arm at a time if you want. That is called doing them unilaterally, or you can do them bilaterally, both arms at the same time, just like I just did. And last but not least, number 3, the iso biceps curl. This is one of my favorites, and I know that anybody who's been following me for some time knows that this is one of my all-time favorite exercises, and you see me do this quite often. Very simply, for the iso biceps curl, we want arms pinned against the body. So I've got my lats bridged against my triceps and my triceps bridged against my lats. All I'm going to do with a fully extended arm, bring both hands up to 90 degrees. So now I've got my biceps flexed extra tight. There's the isometric portion. Now I'm going to extend down with 1 arm. Here's the dynamic portion. Squeeze right back to the same spot. Then I want to do the exact same thing on the other side. There is constant tension on the biceps with this exercise. You don't have to use a ton of weight to get the job done. If you get that right, that should be absolutely brutal. You can see pump is real. Biceps are going to be tired. It doesn't look like much, and a lot of you say, well, it's an isometric exercise. Well, no. It's an isometric and dynamic exercise combined in one. You've got the isometrics and you've got the dynamic movement. Both together make for an unbelievably solid biceps contraction. And since this workout is full of twofers, you can do the exact same thing with the hammer curl, bring it right up. Same deal, big squeeze. You can do it right after you do your standard biceps with this. It's a great way to absolutely fry the biceps and increase contraction and tension. Biceps should be wiped out if you do all of these correctly. I recommend anywhere between 10 and 12 reps per exercise, 3 to 5 sets. You can do them as supersets or you can do them stand alone. All right, so now you've got 3, actually you have 6 exercises to add to your biceps arsenal to grow bigger biceps. Remember, if you want growth, you need consistency. You can't do this every couple of weeks. I'd recommend a sequence like this 1 to 2 times per week. You should be using your biceps in a lot of other exercises, especially when you do back exercises. So every individual is going to be a little bit different. Pay attention to your body, your needs, how much growth you actually want, and then go after it. Remember, if you enjoyed this workout and you want to continue to make gains and make progress, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I will see you all the next time.